Good afternoon, everybody. I'm meteorologist Edward Shaw. Going to be watching that overnight mess of a wintry mix coming into our region here, primarily after midnight, with mainly going to be watching freezing rain coming in from parts of the west. A little bit of snow further up to the north, but really not anything significant in terms of accumulations for us. And then once we start getting right above freezing, all that is turning over to rain, and we're going to be in for a soaking rain early tomorrow morning. As for what we're seeing right now, that system that's going to be coming into our region, currently out towards parts of the Midwest and the South, and expected to make its way further to the east here in the coming hours, and really going to ramp up as we get into the early morning hours tomorrow. As for what time we're going to start seeing this wintry mix, most of the area is going to start seeing it between about midnight until about 4 a.m. Now, parts of the south side, I think Martinsville, Danville, South Boston, going to be too warm for any kind of significant wintry accumulation there. But certainly as we look at what exactly is happening into the Roanoke Valley, further into the New River Valley as well, about midnight, 2 a.m. primary start time for that. So really going to be an overnight threat, and it's going to be a much different day after about lunchtime tomorrow. 11 p.m. tonight, you can see we start getting our first few showers and wintry mix precipitation coming into the region, and that continues to be sporadic. And the key player here for this, we're hovering right about freezing, and that, given the fact some areas could vary by a degree or two, leading to why we're seeing this as a mix and not a predominantly snowfall event. Going into the later morning, we get up to about 33 by 5 a.m., so hovering pretty consistently right there at that level. And then this all changes over to rain, again, 34 about 8 a.m., so a lot more of this going to switch over to rain, and that rain's going to continue until about 11 a.m. to lunchtime, becoming a little bit more sporadic as the day progresses. After that, pretty much clear. Temperatures in the 30s still, so rather chilly, continuing to be, and then cloud cover in parts of the New River Valley. But further to the east, we could be looking at clear skies. A little bit of that snow shower that we're going to see in those western-facing slopes, possibly in the overnight hours. But then afterwards, we clear up and we're nice and dry for your Wednesday. Overall, in terms of ice accumulation, this is the big thing we're going to watch for and why we issued this alert day. And it's because we could get to above 1/10 of an inch of ice in parts of the New River Valley and possibly further to the west as well. Perchance even areas in Roanoke. So think of those back roads, neighborhood roads, areas that usually freeze over pretty easily when anything hits the ground. Those are the areas that we're going to be watching for the closest amounts of that ice accumulation that could end up causing a few travel delays in your commute. Low temperatures for tonight. Again, this is a key. 30s and 20s throughout most of the region, but a lot of that's going to hover right around 32 by the early morning hours tomorrow. As for high temperatures tomorrow, much different story. 40s for pretty much everywhere east of I-81, 30s areas to the west. So certainly going to be a little bit more of a chilly day, very similar to where we're at today. And following the passage of that cold front and that system overall, that's going to be when we start seeing a little bit more in terms of rainfall accumulation. 7-day outlook. Again, alert day for Tuesday. For that, Wednesday, Thursday look quite nice before our next system arrives here Friday and Saturday. Keisha?